everybody. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to do a little bit of a fall special for you. Not exactly authentic Italian, but just comfort food that we grew up with. I'm Montana, and I belong to the Clockwatch family. Go to our Facebook page and like us, and all the podcasts that we're a part of are on there. I'm going to be doing an apple crisp. And as always, the beautiful Madre. Why don't you give a little feedback on your page there?
Oh, awesome. Yeah, my Facebook page group is Be My Best Me. I am a certified health coach. I help people get to an optimal weight and then work towards optimal health. So on the page, we share recipes, we give ideas, inspirations, that sort of thing. If you're looking for somebody to help you with that, then, I'm your person. But today I am doing a butternut squash soup because, well, they're plentiful right now. They're healthy. And it is, although people think, Italian American, it's all lasagna and pizza and whatnot. A lot of Italians really just had gardens and they raised their own food and made with what they had. So that's kind of what we're doing today, right? You've got apples, they're local. I've got squash that's local, and we're working with what we've got. So,
that's a really good point, because I have had people say the linguine and clam sauce you made was not authentic, and no, it was not. But it was what we had.
Right.
And so it really wasn't, I know how you make it with the parsley. It's just like a white wine sauce with full clams. And who had that just laying around? No, you didn't. Not when I was growing up.
Not when you were little.
No, maybe now, but not when I was little. So anyways, we understand. We're not claiming to be anything that we're not. We're just we're here to have a good time. So I have a special guest who's going to be my sous chef. Do you want to present yours first, or would you like to present mine?
Oh, no. Let me see what you've got going on.
Actually, I like yours first because yours knows mine.
Okay, well, I have a superhero coming in.
Oh, boy.
You got to get your cloak. Can't come in without the cloak.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, he's got his cloak.
Goodness gracious.
Got the cloak in San Francisco.
Hi.
Hi. What's up, buddy?
How you doing, honey?
I'm doing well. How are you?
He's going to be my sous chef.
Okay. Oh, that should be interesting.
I got the apron, and I'm ready to go.
Okay. Well, here's mine. You may enter. Okay.
Oh,
Yoda.
my goodness.
It's Yoda. Hi, Yoda.
Baby.
Awesome.
May the force be with you.
She corrected me already and said, it's not, what is this? It's not Baby Yoda.
It's a child.
No, what is it called? The
Mandalorian.
Mandorian?
Mandalorian.
Mandoric.
Oh, Mandork? Okay, got that.
I told him we're popping those all about the Star Wars world.
Didn't get that one. Sorry.
Oh,
Thank
baby.
you.
Okay, so just real quick before we get going, I used Gala apples because they were 99 cents for an entire bag of them, and I actually like them better. And I already have them peeled and sliced, and you put lemon juice on them. The lemon juice, she's helping me. The lemon juice is already on them because they get brown very easily. So I wanted to make sure that was set before we got really going with it. So what is your first step you guys got going on?
Well, what I did is I went ahead. I had a full-size butternut squash. I just had one. They're like stupid cheap right now. And a lot of people are put off by these because, let's face it, they're miserable to work with. They're slippery. They're sticky. Nobody wants to peel them. By the time you get them peeled, they're slippery and sticky. And you got a giant knife, and now you got to try and cut it. And they're sliding everywhere. And most everyone says, yeah, no, I don't care how cheap they are. I'm not working with them. As a matter of fact, your great-grandmother, even as she got older and your grandparents took all the knobs off of her stove and removed all the knives from her kitchen, caught her with a hatchet buried in a squash because that's what she had to cut into that damn squash with. So we're going to remove that. And what I did was I put it in the oven and I baked it, roasted it, whatever you want to call it. So now I got it super soft, and all I need to do is just like gently peel the skin off this guy.
Oh, wow.
Super cinchy, right?
I always peel them like just without roasting them, and it takes, oh my gosh, I think I cut myself like 17 times.
It's miserable. And look how easy this is. It peels right off like super, super cinchy. And you've got your squashes all cooked and ready to go. So that's what I got going on.
Baby Yoda. Okay. We are going to do this. Okay. So like I said, this apple crisp is like the easiest thing on the planet. I'm sure a lot of people know how to make it, but everyone makes it differently. I don't do it with oats and I don't do it with nuts because my children are very picky. And I actually like it better than apple pie, to be honest with you.
It's a lot easier. That's for sure.
It's what?
A lot easier.
Oh my gosh. So much easier. You like it. Yeah.
And the flavor profile is very similar. I mean, it's not like, all that different. So Dad, my sous chef here, has a pan on the stove with a little bit of olive oil, and he's going to start sweating off some onions first and then some garlic for me.
Yeah, I'm going to start that right now.
And I actually did the onions and garlic because your dad sometimes is challenged by the rules in the kitchen.
No way.
Yes, Anna, I'm challenged greatly. And after 37 years of marriage, I found that the rule book is a lot thicker than I thought. So when you go, it is absolutely ridiculous, and I can't get my head around it. Because when I went to grab for a knife, she goes, "Oh no, you don't use that knife for that." I go, "Why not? It works. It's serrated. I can cut." Nope, you have to use this knife. So you can't see it, but there's 100 different type of knives, and you have to memorize which one to use.
And those are the ones he's allowed to use.
So
the other ones are in the drawer.
The other day, Montana, I was cutting a piece of cheese, and I used a serrated knife. God forbid, this is the wrong knife to cut cheese with, and I didn't know that. I can't cut my pepperoni with certain knives because that's not the right one either. So, and then the other, this is another. Let me just share one more thing about rules because it really ticks me off. See this right here? This was a hand towel, but I usually grab this, which is a decorative towel. And supposedly it is a faux pas to ever touch a decorative towel. Now, what's it in the kitchen for, hanging? It's beyond me.
Decoration.
What?
It's in the name. It's a decoration.
Okay, but why can't I wipe my hands on it? What's it sitting there for? It sits there for months and just.
Let me ask you a question.
Even Yoda is shivering and shaking, quivering and quaking over this.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Let me see. I was going to word it completely differently, but I can't because of other people. If you're in the bathroom and there's a wreath on the wall, like a pretty decorative wreath, and you have nothing to wipe your hands on, you're going to use the wreath?
I usually use the towels that are hanging, and she gets ticked off because, again, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Huh?
I feel like you might be exaggerating.
Last one. Okay, about rules.
Okay.
Keep an eye on the prize there.
I'm doing that while I'm talking.
Watch the stove, Dad. Jeez.
When I go, I'm stirring this as I talk. I got to slow it down. I think I'm going to burn them. That's not good. These are onions. I'm sweating them. And as you sweat, you don't have to have a lot of heat to sweat onions, but you got to keep stirring them. That's key. Now, this is the last thing about rules, okay? I didn't know when I made the bed that there's a certain order that the pillows have to go in. There's 10 pillows on our bed besides the ones that we sleep on, to rest our heads on.
Oh,
so when you go to put the pillows back on the bed, you have to do them in a certain order, else it's a foul. It's wrong, and it's.
She throws the flag.
There's a flag. There's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, I'm going to keep stirring.
Okay, so we're going to do our filling. Okay, so Eva, we need a half a teaspoon of vanilla, please. Half a teaspoon of vanilla. Yoda, baby Yoda, please. Half a teaspoon. We're practicing for Halloween over here. She's trying to learn how to see through this thing.
Yeah, we're all trying to learn how to see through the damn mask. So welcome to the club.
Here you go. Half a teaspoon.
When I put a mask on, I can't hear, I can't see, I don't know where I am.
Okay, but am I burning these?
Turn it down if you need to.
Oh, goodness, Anna.
Good. Okay. Close that up. Okay. Now we're going to do tablespoon. Is it the tablespoon? Yeah, tablespoon. Yes, it is.
So the seeds came out of this super cinchy. Like, I will never, ever do a butternut squash any other way. I can't. The amount of time that I used to struggle peeling the thing, cutting the thing, and then what do? You boil it. You cook all the flavor out of it. This guy, it's all the flavors still in there, and then some because it's concentrated. Super good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch what you're doing because I really want to know how to make that. The last couple times I made it, I didn't really enjoy it that much. So the difference between what I normally do versus baking, which I don't like to bake, I got the Bobby Filet thing in me, is this is exact measurements. So far we have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice on 5 apples, a half a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and we're gonna do a half a teaspoon, Sissy, of cinnamon.
Put the garlic in and turn it right off, Dave. So, put the garlic in, turn it off.
Anna, so say that again, Anna. I want to hear that.
Okay, that's not my name. This is, I was giving you the recipe. She's doing a half a teaspoon right now of cinnamon.
Yeah.
Okay. This is going in this is the filling. This is what goes to the bottom of the pan. And yes, I'm using throwaway pans because this is really hard to, clean up everything. So why don't you put that? This is 2 tablespoons of cornstarch.
Why the cornstarch?
It thickens the whole.
Oh yeah, you're right. You don't want soupy.
You don't want soupy. You don't want applesauce.
No, you're right.
Baby Yoda agrees. All right, Baby Yoda, I need a pinch of salt. A good pinch. There you go. All right, now mix that up. Baby Yoda she's crushing it.
She's great. I love the facial expression.
She's going. So you just mix this up without getting it all over the entire counter. That'd be super. Yep. Okay. You're gonna clean it if you get it all over the place. There you go. Get in there. Okay. So you mix this up until it's all well distributed all over. Yep. Watch it. You're gonna watch what you're doing. There you go. So, Dad, what are you doing besides standing there touching onions?
Doing something. Mom, she just told me to dump the garlic in after I sweated the onions for a while.
Yeah.
Got really sweated. Then I added garlic that, of course, I minced myself with the right knife. I did mise en place before we started. And then now she's putting that into a bowl with the yellow squash, the butternut squash. She is gonna, in moments, she's gonna puree.
Okay. We're going to dump our apples into our buttered pan. Yep. There you go, Baby Yoda.
You're doing great.
Good job.
Probably didn't need my help.
Well, you're just so entertaining to be around, though.
Well, I can't wait to ask you a couple of questions, Montana, but I'll wait till it's when you're not as focused, because I got a couple of questions in the presence of your daughter to ask you about growing up with me when it came to doing things like picking stuff in the garden and maybe helping me harvest and process food, because Lord knows we had a big garden. But
you want to get into that? You sure?
Well, I'd like to set the record straight because you're going to have your side and then there's my side. That looks awesome. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Do that again. I want to see that again.
Nice.
Wow, look at the nice brown color. Oh, that's going to be delish.
And now we're going to do the topping, which is even easier. You have 1 cup of brown sugar. Yep. Yep. Dump it right in there. Good job. Put that in the sink. A cup and a half of flour. There you go. Okay. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon right there. Cinnamon's right here. Okay, not as precise as I should be, but whatever. I don't like nutmeg, so we're going to skip that. Salt.
Really? Salt? I never would guess.
Oh, yeah. Salt brings out the sweet.
Never would guess that.
So good job. Salt brings out the sweet. Absolutely.
Okay. So my Baby Yoda does not like getting her hands dirty, so I will be mixing this. You want to do it by hand? Okay. All right. 1 stick of butter. So healthy. There you go.
All the same stuff that goes in shortbread cookies.
Does that have to be softened butter and like not? I mean,
No, it's just cold, actually.
All right. That's a good point.
So she's just going to make this into a crumble. And we're going to put it, incorporate it all in there. Dig the bottom. It's gross, right? Now you don't like it. Not the Play-Doh she's used to.
No.
You sound like Darth Vader.
So I'm going to tell you, while she's mixing that, I found these beautiful little squash. Look at the size. I got to find the camera.
Oh, cute.
So they, they're not only adorable, but there's a chef around here. His name's Dan Barber. And for anybody in the New York City area, you're familiar with him, Blue Hills Stone Barn. But he grows these for flavor, not for size. And I bought this because, it's just your dad and I. So one squash is really enough for a side dish, but wasn't enough to make soup with, obviously. But if you can find things like these little heirloom kind of variety vegetables, they're super healthy. They're super nutritious. They're super expensive. But when you're down to just two people, it doesn't really matter. But they're really good anyway. So for people around here, keep your eye out. Anyway.
You know what that reminds me of is when I finally moved away from home and I went to the grocery store, and in the produce section, they had zucchini. And I was like, that is not a zucchini. Zucchinis are the size of baseball bats. So I don't know what this little guy is, but turns out they're not supposed to be the size of baseball bats.
No.
No, except if you didn't get out there every 4 hours, they turned into baseball bats. You tell, go ahead. Tell us. That's a
Montana.
story to never be forgotten.
So one year I says, you know what, I'm really sick of not having enough vegetables. So I planted, I think 8 zucchini plants and 8 butternut squash plants. OMG.
Yep.
We had stuff coming out of our ears, but yes, Mom is right. If you don't go out and check a zucchini plant every day, they grow like so crazy.
If who doesn't go out and check?
Your favorite daughter, my favorite daughter would go out and check for me, and it was such a blessing that she'd go out say, Dad, can I have the opportunity to go out and pick in the garden today, because I know that you've worked all day and it'd be something that I'd just love to do for you. No?
Listen, I'm a giver.
Huh?
I'm a giver. It's what I do.
It never came out of your mouth, okay? What came out of your mouth was filth and foul when you were doing things like picking beans, and you would complain that your back hurt, your hands hurt. You would put a little smudge of dirt on your face to make it look like you were really, really toiling, okay?
Yeah, well, I was, because I wanted to go out and do normal things. But no, I had to pick 3 acres worth of green beans. And I had to find spiders and snakes. And then, when you're done, I'm going to need you to go ahead and pick berries. No, you don't.
Do you remember those spiders in the tomatoes, the ones that really spin webs?
Ugh.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah. The green beans were my least favorite.
So tell me about the texture of this, though. There's something,
Clumps of butter, which is good, obviously. And the dry stuff. Yeah, there you go. It just kind of, it's kind of like when you make biscuits, you know how there's just clumps. It's not finely, what's the word? You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Uniform, homogeneous.
Yeah. So there's just, do you see like the crumbles?
Yeah.
That's what makes the, okay. Good job, Baby Yoda.
Oh, Baby Yoda. Good job.
All right, we're going to put this in. You help me keep it in the oven? Don't hit Daisy.
I think that's going to feed the whole neighborhood, I think.
I think it better. Okay.
So I took my cue kind of from you.
Jeez, she almost put my hands up.
I took my cue kind of from you on this next part. So I do make my own chicken stock, as you know.
Baby Yoda is exiting left, by the way.
Oh, bye, baby. Bye, Baby Yoda.
I'm watching.
We eat a lot of chicken, so I make my own chicken stock. It's just one of the things I do. It's a simple thing to do. But what I have found is that it doesn't have an awful lot of flavor. It has a lot of nutritional value, but it doesn't very often have a lot of flavor. And I like to fortify it with bouillon. And this is the bouillon that I really, really like. It just has a lot. It's got to be in the refrigerator. So I have stock here that has exactly that. It's my homemade chicken stock, and it's been fortified with the Better Than Bouillon. Little plug for them. I wish I had stock, but I mean like stock, not stock.
Right.
Anyway, so I'm going into this, onions, garlic, squash thing with some chicken stock until it looks kind of soupy, and then I'm going to do something really highly professional, and I'm going to take a stick blender to it, make soup. About that. I honestly think that the magnitude of peeling and chopping a butternut squash is probably the hardest thing to this. So by taking that out of the equation becomes something much easier to master.
So all you're putting in is chicken stock, garlic, onions, and squash?
That's it. And then I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it with a dollop of what's going to bring it back to Italian, mascarpone. I like just a little swirl. It gives it's mascarpone is less fat than a lot of different cheeses, but without adding the heavy cream, you can kind of cream it and give that little tang that mascarpone does. I mean, this is entirely up to you how much chicken stock goes in, how thin you want it, how thick you want it. Just kind of like it a little thicker. That's
yeah. I hate when my sink has dishes in it. It really bothers me.
I hate when my sink has garbage in it. That really bothers me.
That bothered me a little bit too.
Another rule.
Yeah, it's another rule.
Where'd he go? Is he hiding now?
Yeah, he's got to come in because I got to go blend this with my stick blender. And by the way, these guys, if you don't have honest to goodness, never ever take anything hot like this and put it in a blender with a lid on it because you have a bomb waiting to go off.
Oh, I know.
Not that I've personally ever experienced that.
Who would do that?
Oh, no one with a college degree.
Mm-mm.
The one who doesn't know the rules. The one who doesn't know the rules.
That's why there are rules.
Forsaken rules.
That's why there's rules. But this really takes that out of the equation because Eric can actually leave and things don't explode. So come in here. I'm going to take over here.
I can't wait to hear these questions.
Oh, Montana, before we do that, let me tell you, I love butternut squash.
Yep.
And that's why I'm on the show today with you. But also, I have to tell you the nutritional value. Do you want to hear it from a pharmacist, the nutritional value? Or don't you give a rep? Huh?
Is it too loud?
Yeah, it's way too loud. Yeah, you got to go in the next building. Oh, goodness. Go ahead. So, can you hear me? I got to try to talk over the top of her. The nutritional value of butternut squash soup is really good. It's not considered to be, it's a starchy vegetable. It's got, in 1 cup, you're getting about 110 calories, and you're getting 24 grams of carbohydrates. So it is carbohydrate, a little bit more intensive, but not as bad as, say, potatoes, like mashed potatoes. Mm-hmm. Also, high in beta-carotene, vitamin A, very high. Some B vitamins. You're already bored stiff. I can see you're bored stiff. Nutrition stuff.
You got there.
But it is kind of a good, healthy food relative to the fact that it's got so many good nutrients. So that's why I like it. Plus, in the fall like this, it's just nice to have. Huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So no, I just wanted to ask you questions about, like if you had fond memories in the garden or if they're all just dysphoric.
Okay, I can tell you one.
All right.
You were going away.
Yeah, which was.
Those were always fun memories.
Let's not talk about that too much.
No, so you were going away and you said, I'm going to need you to do this, this, this. I'm going to need you to pick this, this. And I said, hell no. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I was going to leave and I see all these beans and everything. And I'm like, so I did it.
That was.
You came back and you said, you quoted like a Bible verse and you were like, you're like that. The son who says yes, then doesn't do it. You're the one who says
it's a vineyard, yes.
Absolutely not, and then actually does it.
And which one was said to be vindicated is the one who actually did it, right? Oh, God, you don't even want to go. You did it. Even though you said, I won't do it, you did it, which I was very happy with. I think you forgot to pick the tomatoes, and some of them rotted, by the way, and some of the zucchini were this big. But that's besides the point. But
my question to you is, did you make it, though?
Make what?
Like, are you alive because of it, or did it really bother your entire life from here on out?
No, it didn't bother me at all. I think you did good. I don't remember that you ever did that for me, but you probably did a lot of things.
Of course you don't.
What?
Of course you don't.
I got to turn you back over to mom because she's doing the next step.
So I have a very healthy bowl here going on. Mm-hmm. And you can make it as smooth or chunky as you like. I like it kind of smooth, but it was too noisy. So I didn't bother. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of mascarpone because if you've never had it, you really need to buy some because it's delicious.
And it's really versatile too. You could use it in savory and sweet.
Oh my goodness, you certainly can. So I'm just kind of, you can see it just kind of swirls.
Looks really good.
Where's that damn cameraman? I thought we were hiring somebody to do
I
this.
know.
And I'm just going to top it with some green onion top because it's got so much allium in here already. Allium is the food group, by the way, that garlic, onion, and all of this wonderful stuff belongs to because you needed a botany lesson.
I did. I woke up this morning. I said, "You know what I need today?
A botany lesson.
Can I just interject?
Yeah, of course.
It's not the right bowl. It's supposed to be a shallower bowl, not this thick. That's a cereal bowl. All right, I'm going in.
This is why there's rules.
That's the wrong bowl.
He's a professional now. He knows.
That is very good. The mascarpone gives it a little bit of a creaminess, you know? Wow. How about you, Montana? How you coming?
I can show you them, but they're not quite. Gonna need a little bit. It's gonna look an awful lot. Once this all melts.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. It looks good already, though.
Oh, my goodness.
Hold it up closer. Let me see that.
It's hard with the computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, you can see the brown. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness.
Oh, yummies.
Goodness.
So the other thing, though, is that I was telling Mom, I don't like, everyone puts ice cream on apple pie and apple crisp, but I can't do the heat and the cold. It hurts my teeth. So
Yeah.
I just like it by itself. But
Tell me this, though. You said the other day you like apple crisp better than pie, like apple pie. Why? Why is that? Because I
Why?
agree.
okay, I know. I want to know because I've told you, I want to say about 1.2 million times over the course of my life why I don't like that.
You don't like what?
The question you just asked me.
All right. So I think that the reason why you don't is because apple pie is hard to make, much harder to make, and because there's more crust that you don't really need. No? Okay, I'm totally wrong. I don't know my daughter. And you're my favorite one. Go ahead.
Only one.
You're still my favorite.
I don't like fruit and dessert together.
What?
Oh my gosh. It's like you don't even know me.
What's fruit and dessert together? What are you talking about? It's apple and crust. That's dessert.
I don't like fruit desserts.
You don't like fruit desserts.
No, it's like frozen yogurt. It's like be ice cream or be nothing.
So let me get this straight. You like fruit by itself,
Yeah, for the most part.
but you don't like fruit desserts.
That's correct.
It's like the rules in the kitchen. They make no sense. Absolutely no sense. Okay.
What did your mother make me every time I went to Clyde?
Never made you. She always made you chocolate pie, and because you didn't like. Oh yeah.
Oh, light bulb.
How many years have I known you?
I don't know. You tell me, how old am I?
I think you're 34.
Oh, good guess.
So that's why. But that's why I thought it was because you just like chocolate, but no, it was because you didn't really necessarily go for her cherry. She made apple. She was amazing.
Made amazing pies. I just didn't like them. I just don't like I don't like the dip. It confuses me because I'm either gonna eat something that's sweet, or I'm gonna eat that's like I don't know.
I feel like I've got to know you better today on this video. Yeah.
I'm so glad.
And we homeschooled. Think about that.
Do you know my least favorite food?
No, let's. Why don't you share that with me?
I'm gonna give you 3 guesses.
Your least favorite food?
Mom still doesn't know. She screws it up literally every time she comes here.
Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts.
Okay. I'm over. That's it. It's the only one I got.
No, you got more. You tell me how to play this game, the guessing game. Go ahead, you get 2 more.
I would say bok choy.
Love bok choy.
What? All right.
Love-
Anyway, never
It's
served
all
it.
cabbage.
Cabbage. You don't like
Cabbage is
cabbage?
cabbage.
You don't
I love
like cabbage.
it. Okay, Mom.
I'm done. That's 3. I'm done. I give. Go.
You're done. No, Mom's turn.
Oh,
She always gets it wrong too, so she's go ahead.
You don't like parsley.
You know that. Okay, that's a good one. I'll give you that one.
You don't like. Let's see. You just said it 2 minutes ago too.
I did.
No, not nuts. What did you say you didn't like?
She doesn't like something. I don't know.
You know what? I
Nutmeg.
didn't care. What you liked.
You're like, you know what? We're not gonna play this game.
You were hungry enough, you'd eat it. And if you weren't all right already,
Oh, God.
wait till something else comes along down the pike.
What is it?
I mean, God.
The suspense is killing me. I can't contain myself.
I
What?
don't like eggs.
What?
Eggs? Oh, eggs.
You don't like eggs?
No.
Eggs, parsley, cilantro.
Cilantro is very polarizing.
You don't
It's
like
very polarizing.
you don't like eggs. It's the perfect food. You know that's what Al Brown describes eggs as. Is the perfect food. No.
Who? People who like eggs.
For people who have chickens, I mean, seriously.
I mean, I'll eat them and stuff, but I don't. Or mayonnaise. I don't like mayonnaise either. But okay, I'll give Mom the point on that one because at least she got parsley. She puts it. She used to put it on everything, and I was like, I don't know why I don't like that, but I don't like that. And people garnish with it at restaurants. You have to tell them, don't garnish whatever you're going to use.
In the 80s, they garnished with them. If you're in a restaurant that's still garnishing with parsley, they don't deserve to be open. And frankly, I doubt they are at this point. Hello, Daisy, grand dog Daisy, my little dog. Hi, honey. Hi, Daisy. Woof, woof.
Now, most Italian restaurants in Jersey garnished with parsley.
Well, they're still in the Godfather kind of era.
Can I ask Montana? Montana, is your oven on 150?
350, and this is going to take about. Last time I did it for 45 to 50 minutes, I got a little brown because it still cooks in the pan. So I take it out probably the next 10 minutes, but you don't have to talk to me for the next 10 minutes. It's okay.
Do you like? Do you
Talk to Daisy.
Do you like it? And now some people like their apple crisp more brown and darker, with a really hard, thick crust. I don't. I'd like a little.
I like it underdone. I like everything underdone.
So let me tell you. I think I alluded to the fact that I don't like apple pie as much as I do apple crisp because all the extra crust. And people say, "Oh, the crust is the best part." No, it's not. It's dry and it's flaky and it's like all lard and stuff. And it's like, wait a minute. No, I want the fruit. That's me. But
Yeah. I know, and every morning when it was raspberry season, you'd eat every breakfast was raspberries and ice cream every single day.
Yeah, well, the breakfast of champions is raspberry and ice cream in the morning.
How many yards of raspberries do you think there were out there?
I'm gonna go with 10, 5.
Oh my God, there was 75 yards of raspberry rows if you added them all up.
Oh, if you add them all up, but the section was. I mean, there you had like four rows, 4 or 5.
I had 4 rows, but they were long. They were long, son of a gun. Don't you remember?
Yeah, you kept adding onto them.
Every other day. Every other day.
They took over the asparagus, which was my favorite part of the garden.
Yeah.
I liked it out there. I liked that garden out there.
Until you had to water it.
Well,
Remember,
no, the pond was right there. So
watering it from the pond. Do you remember that with the pump?
that's what I'm saying, because the pond was right there. So it was a lot easier than having the garden next to the house. That was.
Well, yeah, but next to the house would have meant you could have hooked a hose up and actually, instead of, we're pumping out of the pond water into a bucket and carrying buckets to the plants.
I was there.
Yeah, until Dad took the garden over.
Disgusting. It was really gross.
All different.
I remember doing tomatoes one year, and they never stopped. We started getting tomatoes in August, and they went to like November, and I was so sick of processing tomatoes. And I don't know how many quarts of sauce we had, like 110 or something. I did it all myself. Wait. All myself. I picked them, cleaned them, washed them, cored them, crushed them, cooked them, strained them with a strainer by hand. We didn't have
Who is
machine.
this man and where is
We didn't have a machine. The strainer. Remember the strainer by hand to get the tomatoes?
Why are you saying? Oh, you're kidding. You're being ironic.
There was some years that I remember doing it from planting the seeds in the ground all the way through to capping, in the boiler pot, capping the jars of sauce.
At the time, what type of drug were you smoking?
No, I remember. I said, you know what? Woe is me.
It was a hallucinogen.
Woe is me, because this is my life that I've been. This is what I've been relegated to. My family does very little to help me, so this is all on me. Yep, and I'd carry them downstairs and put them on the shelf. Say, you know what? From the seed, you brought this jar of sauce to life, and it was all because of your effort. And I wish you had more involvement from your family, but
Do you have something coming out of the oven so
Yeah.
we can put an end to
Yeah,
this?
we're
misery?
about. Yeah, is that done? Let's see it.
I do want to point one thing out because I'm going to give it 3 more minutes. I remember one of the fights you guys got in, the biggest fight you guys got in. Now, do you remember these buckets were what, 5-gallon buckets?
Yeah.
How many tomatoes would you say that was?
How many what?
Tomatoes would you say that was?
Gallons or tomatoes?
No, it was 5 gallons. So God alone could count the number of tomatoes that it
5
would
6
take
bushel. 5 or
to-
6 bushel.
You get a pot this big with cut up tomatoes. It cooks down to like this much, goes through the strainer, you get about that much. So a 5-gallon bucket is days upon days upon days, bushel on bushel on bushel.
Yeah.
And you were all willy-nilly in a bad mood, and you took it out into the breezeway and you dumped the bucket down the stairs.
By mistake. I didn't do it on purpose. You mean I dropped it? It fell out of my. Yes, I remember that. It went all downstairs like Niagara Falls, like a waterfall.
And he almost went right after it.
She was so.
That was the first time any of you knew that I knew what started with F was.
No, not the first time.
And I'm going to wait for you to take this out because I have to say something here. But she said words that the dog started to gag because he couldn't believe the words she was saying. Filth and foul was just outrageous.
We didn't come near Mom for a little bit there.
No, it was a mortal sin in the house to spill that much tomatoes. And I don't know how long it took me to dig out of that one. It was an accident. I didn't do it on purpose.
No,
It was an accident.
it was a rash, irresponsible, not thinking through.
Yeah, I'm a dumbass.
Yeah.
Do you like how I bring stuff up just to,
Well, we're going to fight about it as soon as we get off this thing right now, okay? I'm going to bring that right back up. Come on, let's see how delish. I can't
I'm
wait.
trying, Father. I'm trying.
I wish I could taste that. Boy, that looks like freaking awesome.
Well, it smells like.
Oh God!
Are you
I
going to
can
eat all
smell it
that?
from
You're gonna, oh God, look at that. Look at the little goodness. Look at the goodness.
Yummies, yummy, yummy, yummies.
Hey, Baby Yoda. It's all you, big guy. Baby Yoda's going to come steal it. You're welcome.
Hi, Baby Yoda. Good job.
All right, guys.
This has been a joy. We have to do this again because it's so great to spend time with you, Montana.
I want to see you make something and have Mom instruct you on how to make it and see if you can actually pull it off.
Okay, but we'd have to really work on that because I'm sure I'm going to make a lot of.
There's a lot of rules.
We got big thumbs up from.
She feels.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There it is.
Oh yes, yes. Good job.
Fantastic. You have a wonderful afternoon with your family, and hopefully you guys can enjoy apple crisp for dinner tonight for dessert.
Dessert, dinner, breakfast, lunch.
Yeah, and then we're gonna enjoy this. We're gonna have this with maybe I don't know what, but bye, honey.
Hi, sweetheart. Tough, right? I know you can't take your mask off to eat.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you, Montana.
Te amo.
Bye.
Bye.